Good morning, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is nikymus, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. A subscriber sent in a question about the black sheep. If it's true that every family has got a generational curse breaker, how comes that the previous generations have failed to break the curse? Now I'm going to share that message on the screen as we guys continue this video. Now, first of all, remember, guys, I've told you something. This is generational trauma. And the entire process is a spiritual process. There are some things that we have got to take very, very seriously, okay? The reason why you see this trauma has continued to recur in various generations, it means that actually they have been people before you, individuals before you in the previous generations. They have tried to break this trauma and they have failed, okay? Now, you may look back in your bloodline and you may have noticed, maybe, for example, in the previous generations, you may have seen there was probably an individual in those families who was most likely an empath. Maybe those individuals, they have passed on, maybe something happened during their childhood, or something happened when they were teenagers, or something happened when they were adults, and probably they have passed on, okay? I've told you guys that this thing, what we're trying to do, your ancestors choose. And remember, when you're talking about ancestors, there is a difference between good ancestors and bad ancestors, okay? So there are sometimes ancestors we're talking about, and previously they were witches, okay? They could have been witches in those families. And you're dealing with that bloodline whereby there were some people very connected to a very dark energy. But at the same time, you understand that there is also other ancestors that we talk about that were really good ancestors. So those are the ancestors that are struggling and are thriving very hard to break this cycle so that it does not recur in the other generations to come, okay? So when I talk about breaking generational curses, I'm talking about something that is not going to be done by the week, okay? There could have been people previously that were given this sword and this assignment, okay? And they could have failed to prosecute this assignment, to execute this assignment, okay? So you might have seen people, for example, previously. They have been the rebellious ones, you know, so they have been the ones who have always stood out and did different things, and sometimes even very rebellious compared to other family members. They could have been in that process of breaking a curse. But you see, the problem is, the reason why I'm telling you, black sheep, to really, really follow your calling, okay? You may not be a person who has really found your calling, but it is very, very important for you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to break this kind of curses and trauma, you have got to get on your path. But the only way to get on your path, first of all, you're going to heal. The very first thing I've emphasized in my videos, you've been through a lot. You have gone through a very difficult experience, and you've gone through a lot of troubles in your life and whatever in your families. You've suffered too much in your families. The first thing you do when you have been awakened, you have got to get out and you have got to go do the healing work. You are not going to do the healing work. Listen to this one very closely. You are not going to be able to heal fully if you're still involved with those individuals. You have, first of all, got to get your feet out of that family. Get your feet out of the unit. I do not know any black sheep that has healed and they're still involved with those families. You have, first of all, got to get yourself out of that energy. First of all, get yourself out and isolate yourself and get away from the family. Then now you're going to embark on your healing journey, because the healing journey is supposed to put you on a path. The reason why some people fail to break these curses and trauma, They have been told what is happening. I could be the one here telling you that, okay, listen, this is what has been happening. That was your mom, that was your dad. This is what happened. Those were the curses and this was this. Now I'm explaining to you what has been going on in your family. Now you know, because I'm trying to open your eyes. You know, okay? You could be the black sheep I'm even talking about in this video. Now you have failed to extract yourself out of those families because maybe you're too soft, or you think, oh, you know, there's this brother, or there's this sister, or there's this. Ladies and gentlemen, black sheep, you're on an assignment, and sometimes I have got to tell you things the way they are. I cannot come around and sugarcoat things because I want to make you feel better or something like this. I have got to tell you the truth because inside of that truth, it is inside of that truth that lies the answer that you're looking for. However bad it may sound or however triggering it may sound, you may really have to know that there is a truth that has got to be faced by you as a black sheep. The family is toxic. Okay, the family is narcissistic. The family is dysfunctional. What do? You have gotten information, you've been enlightened, and you've been told what to do by the people who have already done it. I could not tell you things that I've not done. I will only tell you things that I've seen and I've done. I lead by example and I tell you which direction to go. What do? You get out of the unit. If you're the black sheep who gets involved and continuously gets involved, even however much truth is coming into your ears, and people are telling you what is really going on, and sometimes you're struggling with the truth, or maybe let me wait a bit, or maybe my mother is still here, or the mother, I have to get involved with the father, the family is this, and you're still getting involved with that circle. I will tell you what is going to happen. If God has opened your eyes, and you're the first one who has known the truth, you have been the first one to awaken first of all, and you're the first one who has been given this truth, so that now you can use this truth to elevate yourself and to get out and to get on your purpose. Because breaking a cycle involves you getting out and getting into your path. Okay? If you have failed to leave the unit, it's very likely, and there's a very big chance, you're going to fail to get on your path. What really happens when you fail to get on your path and you fail to answer your calling? Even some of you have been already found. You have already found your calling. Okay, you think that that's where I want to go. You have those intuitions and whatever, the gut feeling. This is what I need to do, and that's where I need to go. But continuously, people have been coming around. You know, the people who are coming around and giving you this information and these, these messages. These people are speaking on behalf of your ancestors, on behalf of the divine, on behalf of your own spirit guides. They are the ones telling you now what is happening. Which means that if you refuse to take that calling or to take that path or to take the direction that you're being guided to go, that means that actually you're going to be stuck in the cycle. So you're going to continuously be stuck in the cycle. You're going to continuously participate in that cycle. And you may realize that at some point, you are never able to go. You are never ever going to be able to break completely free out of those units. So what really happens is that now what it really means is that now you have failed to answer your calling. The reason why you have seen these patterns happening, recurring patterns that have been happening in that bloodline, there is people most likely they knew the truth a couple of years ago, so many years ago. They could have known the truth. Somebody told them what was happening, or somebody told them, okay, they could have known some truth, even if it's not the truth, the same truth which you know. They could have gotten some information or some truth, what is happening in those units, but they were never able to get away. The only way you can be put on your path, because you see, the ancestors are going to guide you. Your angel guides, or spirit guides, they are going to guide you on the way. But you need to get out. They have told you this truth for the purpose of you releasing that energy and getting out and getting on your path. You are not going to be able to get on your path when you're still involved with the same family that has been destroying you as a black sheep over the years. Let me repeat this one more time. You are not going to be able to get on your spiritual path and on your journey when you're still participating with the same individuals who have been destroying you over the years. How are you going to be able to get on your path when you're still under abuse? Did you know that actually, as a black sheep, you are gifted? But for you to be able to understand your gifts, which is a video that I'm going to make very soon, for you to be able to understand and use your gifts the way you should, you first of all get out of go to get out of this toxicity, the units, go do the healing work, and now your gifts are going to be revealed to you. Now, those are the gifts that are going to be used by you to get onto, to hop onto your path, and to get onto your path and to do and execute that mission and exactly those things you came here to do, so that you can now become that person you came here to be. So breaking out of cycles does not involve you getting involved in those cycles. If you have seen people that have failed so many years ago, there have been even sometime deaths. People have been trying. It's not because they have failed. Yes, we all know they have failed. That's why that's why these cycles have continuously carried on to next generations. There is people that have failed before. They could have been opened their eyes. They knew what was happening, and they failed to detach. Now, what really happened was that now that assignment was lost. The whole entire assignment and project was lost. So now your ancestors have to look for another person. They have to get another individual, probably in that future generation, that is going to now do that assignment, because probably that assignment has been supposed to be carried out by an individual previously. They have failed because, number one, they couldn't break away. Number two, they couldn't heal, and they couldn't find or answer their calling. So they have failed. Now, when they fail, that assignment is going to be given on to somebody else. And most of the time, those are the guys you have seen, even in those previous families. You have heard about, oh, there was this brother, there was this sister, there was this uncle, there was this auntie. There was a very beautiful person, a very beautiful soul in that family that has normally passed away, most likely passed away. Most likely those were the individuals trying to break those cycles, but they have failed for some reason, okay? And that assignment now has been carried on to somebody else, who is going to be born into the future generation that is going to now finish that mission. This is a spiritual mission, okay? Now, for the black sheep who are out there, what am I trying to say in this video? When this information lands on your screen, people are telling you what is happening, and you know it's the truth. You can confirm it's the truth. You have got to follow the guidance. If you do not listen to yourself, you cannot get out of those units, because you are so much in love with the people that are abusing you and the same people that are destroying those families, and you cannot detach and break out of those units. That means that actually you're going to fail in an assignment. It does not always mean that every black sheep that gets this information, they are able to execute their missions. There are some people who are stronger than the others. Some may be able to get away, some may not. But if you're that individual who has failed to get away and to break away and to follow your calling and your healing and your path, that means that that assignment is going to be passed on to somebody else, probably somewhere in the future, or probably somebody else in that family. Should that generation fail, then it's going to now be passed on to the future generation, and there's going to be another person to carry on that assignment. I don't know if that thing makes sense. Breaking a generational cycle and trauma is not for the weak. You're supposed to grow a different type of skin to execute these kind of things. You're going to be given the tools, okay? You'll be given the tools on the way. You will know what direction to take. You will know what to do. You will not know which way to heal. Even some of the black sheep, they can heal themselves, okay? They have done the work. They have healed. They have gotten on their path, and they have followed the calling. That is when the other tools are going to be revealed to you. The tools cannot be revealed to you when you're still in captivity, when you're still in bondage with the same people that are trying to destroy you. That is why people have failed so many times to break those cycles. And now those assignments have been passed on to somebody else that is most likely going to be born in the future. A new black sheep who is going to become a new scapegoat. The experience that you go through as a black sheep is a very painful experience. Nobody can even wear your shoes. Is why some people don't even believe you're still standing, because the things you have gone through as a black sheep of the family, there's nobody can even ever wear your shoes. That experience, you are learning something. As tough as it may seem, because you see, God gives his biggest assignments to his biggest warriors. If you have fought that battle and you have won that battle, you're the one going to be able to persecute and execute that mission. of breaking generational cycles. There is people that cannot do that. There is even people that have died and have passed on in the line of duty. They couldn't do that because probably they refused to listen to their intuition, they refused to listen to the guidance, they refused to listen to the instructions. The instructions were coming in on a daily basis, but they have actually failed to do the work and to do the healing and to jump onto this path. It is only that path that there's a path that is supposed to be for you. There's a path that you're supposed to follow. That is the path that is going to help you to break those kind of cycles in a family. If you don't listen to your calling and you continue doing what everybody else is doing, because most likely maybe you're scared about your dad, your mom, probably a very weak person, so you don't know how to move out and go think for yourself. That means that the assignment has failed and it may have to be passed on to somebody else. So the generation in that time may have to carry on with those patterns until somebody else who has got the skins will carry on that assignment sometime in the future, and nobody knows. Okay? So, black sheep, please follow the guidance. Listen to intuition. Use your discernment. But first of all, you have got to have very hard skin. These are things I've told you guys, not everybody can do this. Not everybody can break these kind of cycles, because these cycles are for a selected few. If the chosen ones have been selected previously and they have failed, that assignment will be passed on and given to somebody else. Okay? So I hope this video answers that question. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. If you still got any questions about this and you have got a different kind of situation, is the reason as to why I encourage you guys. Your situation may be a little bit different and a little bit complex. That's when I encourage you to book a session with me. You may not have all the answers you need in these videos, but when we go into your private situation, I may have to have the proper guidance for you to break you free, okay? So you can always book a session if that's your case. And let us know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.